So, Laurie, how warm is it currently in Finland?
Hello, we are alive. We are alive, Togu.
We are
Hello,
Please,
alive.
Togu.
hello, people. Welcome to the Dsync podcast, episode 1. I'm joined here by Merrick and Laurie. So, and like I was telling Laurie, we would be starting with talking about some weird stuff while Merrick brought us live. So, Merrick, tell us, what have you been playing this last 2 weeks?
The last 2 weeks, yes.
Yeah, approximately since the episode 0.
Yeah, since the episode 0, I have been playing almost the same games as before the episode 0. So it's Isaac, Arma Free, and the Ori and the Blind Forest. Did not have much time to play any AAA games that I bought, like Alien Isolation or Dishonored, but I just
Eric, please, we don't talk about AAA games here. Don't you know what kind of podcast we're running?
yeah, but these were very cheap AAA AAA games, so like I think they are at this moment they are like double A games at
I'm not
least.
sure how much people know about Isaac and going to your first game, but I found out this week while I was doing now research for the podcast and stuff when watching the news that Isaac was already refused to be on the Wii U play console
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of the
yeah.
religious theme.
From what I
But
remember,
now
there was a plan for them to be on Nintendo 3DS and I think Wii U, but there were some issues with that.
But now they are bringing it back, and so, Merrick, my question to you is, what amiibo of Isaac do you really want, and if you would fall into the amiibo hype?
If I would fall to the
I know.
amiibo of
Dingo.
hype,
Dingo.
I will. Yeah, I think that I still hope that in the next expansion to Isaac, the one that's coming soon, there will be some like penis-shaped amiibo characters, as I can buy one for Laurie. But honestly, seriously, I
Well,
think that I would go with the Steven. I like the Steven. Yeah, Steven is the best.
well, I know a streamer that you also know that would love some mom panties amiibo, but that
Yeah,
can tell
yes,
me
yes.
too much for Nintendo. But it would sell. It would sell.
Yeah,
So,
so
in Armored, what have you been playing? What kind of mode?
in Arma Free, it's the one and only King of the Hill.
Are you getting are
Sorry,
you
sorry.
getting better? Are you getting better in it?
Yeah, a
Or are you saying
bit.
that Merrick wasn't good?
Maybe.
I'm not very good. I'm very 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 bad. But you know, sometimes the Dsync is in my favor, so sometimes I kill some
Oh,
people.
You
Especially now
lucky
when
well,
we
heavy.
man.
started this amazing podcast, and I've been playing King of the Hill. We've been playing also some co-op missions with Super Llama and Lauri. It was very nice. Super Llama was
Yeah,
not the best team leader,
Yeah, he
but
was
but but
a
but
little bit like.
but it was very very nice. Yeah, so there is a whole like gameplay wise area for Arma to be discovered by us. Even after like 200 hours in the game, still there's a lot of to play in that, and the co-op mission was very nice, especially that it was the co-op mission made by Bohemia and shipped with Arma, so it was like a standard generic mission where you had to like escape altis. But
mm-hmm.
it was very very hard, and it gave us
So
some.
Bohemia made that mission.
Yeah, this is the standard mission that was like is in Arma. So
Okay, I didn't know that.
yeah, because I the only mission that I had installed in my server was the generic ones, the default ones, and the one that we played with the helis that I created. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
so
I was away for the weekend and I was jealous of you guys playing the co-op Arma 3. That I have to say I haven't played still, on Arma. I have 2 achievements, one for booting the game and the other one for using a bipod. So those are my 2 achievements in Arma 3 on my Steam account, and
Yeah.
over 200 hours also. So, but one day, and I think we'll still discuss Arma 3 on this show later on. So what else besides Isaac Arma? Oh, you talked about Ori
Yeah,
and
the
the
Ori
Blind
and the Blind
Forest.
Forest. I bought it after I saw it being played by our awesome streamer, the One Jet, the most variety streamer on Twitch. He plays different games all the time. That you know, you open his stream and you are not sure what game he will be playing. So
The variety
True.
streamer. You never know if it's Isaac or Daisy.
yeah.
Or Splatoon.
So I saw him play it and it looks very nice. And now that I have bought myself a PS4 controller that I can connect to my PC with no problems, it's very nice. It looks
Eric.
beautiful and it plays good, even though Microsoft made it.
Merrick, be honest. I don't think Microsoft made it. They published it, right? The developer is Moon Studios.
Okay, it
collaboration,
doesn't really matter. There is a Microsoft logo.
Yeah, there's a Microsoft logo on the game. Yeah, I know.
So that's enough for you.
That's-
No, it's
but,
okay. It's very
about
nice.
Ori, be honest, Merrick. Because I own the game, I still haven't played it, but I also watched a fellow streamer, the One Jet, play it. And tell me, when you were home alone, playing those first 15 minutes, did you cry? Did you cry like a little baby?
No. No, I was stone
We
cold
don't have a soul.
because I
Polish people don't have a soul.
yeah,
so
we don't have a soul, and
Mm.
I need to rewatch it because I need to like see what really happens in that intro. Honestly, the music is beautiful. The voices are scary in the background, but I need to like try to watch this intro again, and then maybe
Well,
I will cry a bit and tears will flow.
The question is Ori maybe the indie game of the year? I think it's in a good position to be.
But if Microsoft publishes it, is it really an indie game then?
Well, depends.
No, to be honest, to say to answer your question, I would have to play more, like to finish it at least once. So then I can say if it's like it plays good, looks very nice, music is beautiful, but
Yeah, the
is it
soundtrack
enough?
amazing.
We will see after some hours.
So how
in the
many
game.
hours have you played right now?
Like an hour maybe. So
Oh.
yeah, no, not very much because you know I was busy playing Arma 3 with you and and trying to set up the stream.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, so that's
So
enough
it
for me.
was
I think.
basically those 3 games. Laurie,
Yeah.
Tell
You know, I played Alien Isolation for just a moment to see,
Oh.
and but it was like 15 minutes. But I must say,
it
it looks
scary?
is. I'm not sure because I did not get to the scary points yet, but it looks beautiful. I really love the looks of the game because there is this mode for like 80s TV, so it's really grainy and it's like an old TV set, and it gives the climax, the mood of Alien movie, and I can really feel it so far. So far
did
so
you
good.
just bought the game or also the DLC? Because I saw
I
people streaming
only
the game, but I didn't see any DLC so far.
I bought
wondering
only the game, and it was like on the sale in Poland, and I gave like €8 for that, and I bought only the main game.
Oh,
So there is a DLC for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
there is
There is DLC for it. I just haven't seen it. I'm not sure how much time it adds to the game or what kind of content it has. I remember when it was big.
I
on
think
Twitch
that
when it came out,
there is a separate mission with original replay, I think,
Mhm.
and
that was the
That's the
commercial
one that
about
is not connected, I think, for the
yeah,
with the main game. Yeah, but
yeah.
I'm not sure how about the other missions. I bought Dishonored, the Game of the Year edition on Steam, so I will be able to tell you about the DLC next time, probably with
Okay.
Dishonored.
Okay, no, was just wondering because I know there were talks about being the season pass for Alien Isolation, but actually never saw anybody use the DLC on that game. And well, we can discuss DLC policy on another time. But does people even play games when the DLC came out? Well, that's a question for maybe another
But
episode or later on. We can discuss the
yeah,
DLC
it
policy
also
of
Yeah.
the
depends on what
company.
you mean when you say people play games. If you mean people
No, I
stream
mean
them, then
when if they give you extra content on, I'm not sure, Dishonored
I
or
heard that the
Sleeping Dogs and
Dishonored
those sorts of
DLC
games,
is
if
very
people go
good.
back.
I heard that the DLC for Dishonored is very good, but I will have to check that. I'm not sure
Yeah, well,
about the Alien. Okay, anyway,
well,
let's.
technically I play with the DLC of Armored 3, so but that's different. That's not like extra episodes. It's more weapons and enemies and
Hmm.
cards and stuff. So,
It's only an
Laurie,
add-on.
tell us this last week's what games have you been playing?
Well, lately I have played a lot of the Heroes of the Storm. I'm really trying to get in that game because I have a friend group who's playing that game.
Can I
And the,
can
yeah,
I cut you right here so that we can talk a little more about Heroes of the Storm?
yeah,
Are you into MOBAs or is this your first MOBA?
this is actually my first MOBA, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a really casual, really easy MOBA.
So, Lauri, is it like your midlife crisis? So you are like trying to feel 19 again?
Probably yes. But it's still I have to say it's really fun because I have tried to play League of Legends and Dota 2 like few matches, but there's like so much stuff you have to know in those games. And also the thing I like in Heroes of the Storm that League of Legends and Dota doesn't have is the thing that there's like constant team fighting, constant
Mm-hmm.
PvP. Like in League of Legends, there's like 20 minutes laning, and then probably you will engage. But in this game, it's from the start. It's a PvP game, and that's the thing I really like about it. And it's also it's that it's easy. That's a good thing
Yeah,
to me.
what people say that's more casual MOBA. Not that I
Yeah,
know anything about MOBAs. I
it's really
watch.
casual. Yeah,
But do you,
it
I
is.
have to say about MOBAs that I feel a bit confused because I see all these people playing. I played, I'm not sure, 5 rounds of maybe of League of Legends at one point in my mixed times before finding out Daisy existed. So I admit I played that, and I did watch like 2 months ago or so the documentary Free to Play about the first international tournament of Dota 2 when the prize was $1 million. It's a
Yeah,
cool documentary, very well made, and it got me wondering like, well, maybe Dota 2 is interesting, but I never get what people are playing on that. I try watch a few streams and I'm like, nope, I don't get anything what of what's going on here. Not my thing.
yeah,
I
I've
and it's that's about MOBAs that if you like want to watch some ESL tournaments of League of Legends, you really have to know what's going on. For example, if you watch Counter-Strike, you can just see that that's like people shooting each other, so it's really easy to get onto. But in MOBAs, you have to really know what's going on and why things are happening and why people are doing this and that and that kind of stuff.
so Lauri, do you play with randoms or do you have a team? Because that's I think
Yeah.
very important.
I have a I have a team. I have a team, but I try to play Hero League in random groups too. But we have a team.
Yeah, I try.
Oh,
I once watched League of Legends tournament with the like for the beginners, and there was a commentary which was like for the beginners, so they explained exactly what's happening, and
Yeah.
I really liked that. but I played like a little bit, but never got into like actually playing it. But I can see what's so exciting about those MOBAs, and I can understand this, but I don't really have a time for yeah. You have to spend some time like with CS:GO and other games like that to gain your skill and to train.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how much did you
They
play like last week with the
last week.
yeah? Do you play a lot or do you play every day?
Well, I had a little mental breakdown with the game because I was sucking so hard. But there was like maybe 3 days that I didn't play at all. But this week I have been playing maybe five, at least 5 games, 5 games per day. Yeah,
5 games per
5 games.
day.
Yeah, yeah. And also today a little bit more because uh, the new patch Eternal Conflict about Diablo came out today or yesterday,
Hmm.
I think. And it had a new hero, the Butcher from Diablo, and I really wanted to try him out.
But how long is the game? Like
How
each
long? One
yeah.
match?
How long do you play?
It's like it depends on the map, but it's like from 15 to 25 minutes.
Okay, so
So
that's not long. I
yeah, yeah.
I
They are
think that
like
are the
the
League
League
of
of
Legends
Legends.
games longer?
Yeah, they are much longer. And the bad thing in League of Legends is if you have a not so good team and you will like get left behind on the EXP, so the other team will just snowball or like over you and will just control everything. But in Heroes of the Storm, like there's no point where you cannot still win. It's like there's a little bit kind of rubber band kind of
Hmm.
thing there that you can still come back and still win the game if the other one is not playing
But
carefully.
doesn't that mean that it's like more random than League of Legends, more less skill based? Can it be
Uh,
like because
because
I was
because
watching some like pro games, like real pro games, and
mhm,
it I had like I thought that the game is very skill based League of Legends, yeah. So like there were two teams. One was like top three team in the world, and the second one was
yeah,
like second league team. So there was no point that the second team would have any advantage over the first team because the first team was skill was so bigger, yeah, and they took a lead at first and didn't never in the game they were gonna give it up. So
yeah. And there's the thing that separates League of Legends from Heroes of the Storm because in League of Legends you can carry with one character. You
mhm.
can like jungle and get some XP and level up one of your teammates so high that nobody can beat him. So in Heroes of the Storm, it's they are like the whole team has the same level. So there's no one can really carry you. So everybody has to pull their own weight, and if the team doesn't work, you will lose. So it's like even more a team game because in League of Legends, two good players can like win the match.
Okay. Okay, so did you play anything else?
Yeah, actually, I tried to play a little bit the new Tribe Club uh game that came out
On
to
PlayStation 4?
yeah the PlayStation Plus version, the free one,
Hmm.
because it just came out. The game that it wasn't even sure that it was coming out, but it was fun. It was
But
a little bit too arcade.
wasn't the Drive Club? You mean the racing one, yeah?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Yeah,
wasn't
it
it
was
like an
considered broken.
wasn't it like a mistake for them to publish it on PS Plus? Because I saw something that it appeared for a brief moment to the PlayStation Plus, but then disappeared.
I'm not sure about
Okay,
that, but I
you got
played
it.
a little bit. Yeah, yeah, I played a little bit in offline, but it's like it's a nice looking game, but it's too arcade because I like more like Assetto Corsa and Forza and Gran Turismo and those kind of games. But that one was a little bit too much arcade for my taste. So
Okay.
probably those games are the, and of course NHL always when we are out with our friends.
What
It's
what
the
number of NHL are you playing? 2015?
yeah on PS4.
Isn't it like
And
the worst one in the series?
Yeah,
Yeah.
really, really the
and
first worst one. Yeah,
and just
it really
wondering
is.
about NHL because you told us this before when we were playing one time, and I'm not sure if many people know that in Finland it's one of the few countries where NHL sells more than FIFA.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
like
crazy because I think in Portugal they don't even release the physical game.
yeah, I'm pretty sure too. It's really funny because this is the only place that yeah, that I can think of. There was another country, I don't remember what it was, but yeah, the one or two countries that
Canada.
NHL with. Not sure. Probably FIFA even
Well,
there.
yeah, I think so. I think it's very probably that in Canada NHL outsells FIFA.
Yeah,
And why do you say NHL 2015 is way worse than the other ones, than the previous
because
or than the previous one? What
because
is it broken on it?
yeah,
Everything?
yeah, it doesn't have like you cannot even have like penalty shots with your friends just to like go to the mine menu and play penalty shots. Like everything has been stripped down. And
Mm-hmm.
like of course next year they will announce that this year we will have shootouts and like steering and you can skate and that kind of stuff. Like
If
it's a
you
new
buy the
thing.
season pass.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's really bad because there's so like from the release of the NHL 15 I have played maybe 19 online matches and it has been been like a year almost. So only 19 online matches in it. So not so many because of the broken connection and broken game.
No. I think FIFA 2015, and we can bring someone on the next weeks to discuss it. Maybe I'm not doing
I'm
it.
not. I
Also,
don't. I have no idea who you mean.
I'm not sure who we mean, but
Yeah, we
who
will
we
have
can.
to find someone. It
Yeah.
can be hard.
People also say that it was broken, so I'm not sure what happened with the. And I know that NBA people also complain about the 2015
Yeah,
edition. So I'm not
the
sure what happened to the EA Sports in 2015, but apparently they broke it. Not sure if they tried to implement a new engine
They
because
broke it
what
so
I
they can
see.
like repair it in the
yeah.
next. They say we repaired everything that was broke in the last one.
Just pay 70 euros and it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, as long as you pre-order it.
Yeah.
Just one quick question, and going back to the MOBAs thing about Blizzard. One quick question: do you think that Blizzard has made a MOBA that's different enough from the two main MOBAs in the market, and probably the two main games in the market, that's Dota 2 and League of Legends, to have a successful MOBA? Do you think people will go to it as an alternative, maybe?
Well, I think people might still play it like a casual way. I don't think it will ever become as big as League of Legends or Dota. It's
Mm-hmm.
too simple for those guys. So maybe it will get a new kind of fan group that will enjoy the team fighting and more simple MOBA. But it's a little bit different game because there's like pretty many things that are different compared to League of Legends and Dota. So it's hard to say, but I really don't think it's gonna be that big.
Well, I think Blizzard so far hasn't made the big mistake in terms of their releases in the past few years, except the Diablo 3 online thing. But
Yeah,
Diablo 3 was still pretty successful in terms of commercial success, I believe.
Yeah, and now it's good. Now it's good. But the first release with the
Well, the
what
always
was it called?
online and
Yeah,
auction
yeah,
house and
auction
stuff.
house. Yeah, that was, oh my god, that was bad.
But I'm wondering, they never made a mistake, and they are also coming out in the future with the Overwatch game.
Yeah.
That's also into a territory that everybody is dipping their feet in with the TF2 kind of game. So I'm wondering if their strategy is sound and if they will do it well. So far, they bring back the card game type, and everybody is joining on that bandwagon so far with the
Mhm.
Hearthstone success. But well, I'm wondering, let's see if EA is like a genius that can pull out every game and be successful with it. Maybe,
Yeah, but
maybe they are.
that's I really have to still tip my hat for them because like Hearthstone, Diablo, World of Warcraft, and the Heroes of the Storm, like none of those games are bad. Pretty like all of them are at least like good game. Like it's really hard to make these different kind of games and be like you said, like that every genre of them will be good.
Yeah, let's see. They are having balls. I would
Yeah,
say that going
yeah.
into territories and into type of games that have really strong contenders, and they are trying to put themselves in the middle of it. Yeah,
Hmm.
I find it courageous.
I'm
So,
waiting
anything else
for
besides
I'm waiting for an indie game from them, like to be better than Isaac.
to be better
That
than
that would be
Isaac?
something. Yeah, that would be something.
Wasn't it Project Titan that they can? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. For Project,
Project Titan is really the new Isaac 2.
exactly.
All right, so let's
Anything else, Laurie?
No,
Or
I think
no?
I'm set.
yeah, let's
You're
hear
done.
your gaming
My
experience,
games. Well,
like the
my
games you
gaming
play, the
experience.
games that you play on your second account
First
that
of
we
all,
don't know.
first of all,
Yeah,
I'll,
and
I
start from the
spent
dirtiest ones.
not
Start
dirtiest
with
one, just weird ones. But first of all, I want to tell you that I played a game on Steam that was called "What the fuck is Togu playing?" and it led to some Steam bullying by Merrick and by Jet because I turned on CS:GO for 5 minutes and there they go messaging me saying, "What the fuck are you doing, Togu? Don't go into the dark side."
I
So
was not doing that. It was Jad, and he's jealous
I
because he really
so
would
yes,
love to play that.
I played 5 minutes of CS:GO. I admit my fault. I fell into the temptation of saying, let's see if I'm still anything good because in the old times of 1.5 and 1.6, Togu just play that every time, all the time, and I'm bad at the game apparently,
I
as I
think
always
I
been.
think we will still speak about Togu
No, we'll speak.
1.6 about CS:GO 1.6.
Yeah, we'll speak in the future in a little while about CS:GO. But for real games that I've been playing, I was away for the weekend, as I've said in the past. So I played mostly on my PlayStation Vita, and there I was bronzing my games. So the first game that I can talk about, it's one game that most people also have on their Steam library, but they don't play. It's called The Swapper.
The
That's
Swapper,
actually, yeah, a really cool indie title where
Finnish
you
game.
finish game. Oh, nice! It's very pretty. So the Swapper, basically, it's a kind of platformer slash puzzle solving game where you're an astronaut that goes onto the what's the site Site 22, and you're on the spaceship and you go and find a machine that's called the Swapper that allows you to create up to 4 clones of your body, and then you also find the ability to change consciousness from body to body, and using those properties, so to speak, you have to solve a bunch of different levels. I haven't finished the game. I spent, I'm not sure, 3 hours maybe playing it, so I've delved a little bit further into it. I'm not want to spoil the story, so far of what, because little by little you start hearing texts and logs from the mission file from the people that were on the spaceship, and it's a very interesting game. I wasn't expecting it. I had it on my Steam library also for the longest time and simply not have it downloaded. And I was like, well, let's give it a try. Let's see what the
Yeah,
swapper does.
I
And
have
it
it
was,
also, and I did not even download it.
yeah, downloaded it. It's worth it, Merrick. You'll lose a few hours on it. It's fun. It's fun if you like games like The Cave from Double Fine, where you can switch characters to do different stuff and beat different levels. Of course, in this one you're always the same character. You don't have different abilities like in The Cave, but it's
Or
that
like
sort
the
of
Lost Vikings.
Okay, I don't have it.
maybe.
That's okay. Oh no, I have it. Damn it!
Yeah, you
Now
should
I'll
it.
have to
It
play
was on
this.
a humble
Damn
bundle.
it.
Everybody has it.
Everybody's.
So the other game that I've been playing, and I've lost already more than 10 hours or 12 hours on it, it's called Shin Megami Tensei Persona, that most people know as Persona, and it's the first one of the series of the Persona games. And the Persona games, you might ask, what is that, Togu? It's a JRPG. It blew up mostly in the West with the Persona 4 Golden version. It's basically your typical Japanese role-playing game, but this one, instead of being passed in the fantasy land, you're basically a student in the normal times in a town in Japan, and people call spirits within themselves, and it's spirits almost like the Pokemons, that you can collect different kind of spirits with different set of abilities, the normal stuff of physical attacks, nuclear attacks, electricity, and that sort of
And
stuff. And
pigeons.
then you have the social connections with girls. And I think not in the Persona 1,
No,
because
that's
I'm weird when I know that Persona 5 is coming out, and I was really disappointed of not seeing anything about Persona 5 on the E3 Sony conference, but I think maybe in Gamescom we'll see something about it, because it's coming out in Japan this
But
year,
isn't
supposedly.
like some Persona game coming to PC too?
Uh, Persona? I don't think so. Not
No?
sure.
Is it only coming for PS4?
I think it's only coming. Persona 5 was supposed to come to PS3, but I think they are redoing it for PS4. And
Okay.
this Persona, the first Persona, was launched in Japan in '96, so it's a really old game,
So
and I find it quite amazing that we what we'll talk in the
Okay,
future about that.
there is a petition for
For
Persona
it to be
5 to
on
be on
PC.
PC. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Persona. I think they are unique because you can, I think, sex different characters. Maybe like in The Witcher, that Laurie hasn't apparently still sexed anybody. So the priest run is confirmed. The priest run. Laurie is the priest.
yeah,
The virgin run.
yeah, totally,
And
totally.
so Persona JRPG, nothing to speak of. I'm just doing the grind and doing the grind and grind, and it's a cool
And
JRPG for the to be released in '96, and I'll try to play until 4, and you should hear about that. And the other game that I've been playing, sort of just for a little while, it's another indie title called Race the Sun, and that's a
oh,
really simple, cool game where you're simply a sun-powered glider that has to cross a plane with different objects and obstacles in front of it.
that's
And
that's that's. I have to say, I have played that too on my PS4. It's really fun game, and when you're drunk and you try to like play with friends, it's really fun. And the yelling, oh my god, it's really
yeah,
fun.
sometimes the crashes are just too much.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about the game is that each 24 hours the map renews, besides the user created map. So each 24 hours the game is different. You have a new different set of challenges. It's a cool game to just play a few
But
minutes.
what do you do in that game?
You just race the sun. You have the sun power glider, and you basically try to win against the sunset. The sun is
But
setting.
what do you have to do? Like press button?
You just glide left and right and sort of jump to avoid the obstacles. You're just
It's it's
racing the
it's
sun.
it's a little bit like the Temple Run mobile game. You have to
Yeah.
just
Okay.
get as far as you can.
Yeah, but of course you have control on the ship going left and right and not just changing
Yeah,
lanes
yeah,
like
yeah,
in Temple
yeah,
Run.
yeah. But in a way, it's
Yeah, it's one of those runners type of games.
mhm.
So those were basically my games that I've been playing.
Nice.
That's the Togu experience so far.
Yeah. So can we now get to the main point of our
The main topic
podcast?
of the top 5 games ever?
Yes. Yes.
Let's go. Who do you want to go first?
I don't know who's
Or
like.
should we go one game each?
I have like Lauri on as the first one on my list.
Well, okay. You have Laurie as
No,
the
no. I
first one,
think
but
I would like to like speak about all the games at once. I think I
Yeah,
prefer
that's
this.
a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
So, Lauri, would you like to start? I will switch your list to the screen.
Yeah,
I'll put.
I think I don't have it anymore on my.
Bam. Yeah. Okay. It's on the screen. It. Do you remember your games, or should I like remind you?
Do we start from the first one or?
Yeah. Let's start with the first one.
We almost have a common one to everybody.
Yeah. Almost. Yes. Almost.
I
Yes.
Yeah, but I really have to. I'm not sure if there's if I can find it from my emails. The list, I mean.
Well, your first one on the list was Battlefield 1942.
Oh yeah, now I
Yeah.
can see those.
As if you want, I can alter the lists.
Yeah,
There's still
that's
time.
good. But yeah, let's start from there. The first one, Battlefield 142. That was when it came out. That was like it still is one of my favorite war games ever. It's a really awesome game, and it was like back then it was a little bit mind blowing how there could be so many AI soldiers on the field, and you could still be able to play the game. And there was this I don't remember, was it from the config files or somewhere, but you could like add as many bots as you that you want. So there was really no limit. Only your PC was the limit. And
Do you
it
think
was
that it's a game that you still play today, or that you can go back to today?
yeah, for a LAN game, definitely. Yeah, it's a really fun game, and it's one of those games that where I saw that I need when if I play a shooter, I want it to be more like to have vehicles and planes and like how do you say, to have something like a little bit more color than just shooting people. So that's why I still today like Battlefields.
More depth.
Hmm?
No, yeah. Okay. Sorry.
But yeah, that's
But did you play that on PS3 or PC?
No, I don't think that Battlefield ever was on consoles. It was only
Yeah, it was
on PC.
No,
Really?
yeah.
PS3?
I remember watching our friend play that on PS3.
Are you
Battlefield
sure it wasn't the
1942.
Battlefield Bad Company?
No. Battlefield 1942, the one with on the Japanese island with and shooting with World War II stuff
But
on
there-
Pacific.
But there was the island was in Bad Company too.
No, it was Battlefield. But okay, damn it. Let me check that. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I'm still. I haven't heard that it's on PS4.
Battlefield 1942. 3D World War II shooter released on. Maybe not. Maybe that
Chat
was
is calling you out on chat.
Yeah,
okay.
Janice.
1943 was on consoles. Okay, damn it.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit different game.
Okay. Never mind. Continue.
I'm
Move
not
on.
the Battlefield
Move
guy.
along. Move along. Move along.
Yeah, but have you guys played the game? Ever?
No,
Mm,
no, no, no.
no, I just joined the Battlefield bandwagon in Battlefield 3, and I played 5 minutes, and then Battlefield 4 I did the single player mode, and I know what. And then I played a bit of the multiplayer, but
Why do
haven't
you
been
play Battlefield single player mode?
because if they have it on, it's to be played, dude. What has to play
No,
this?
no.
I also
I mean,
played Battlefield 3 single player at first because
Yeah.
I was in love with the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare single player, so I wanted something similar, but Battlefield 3
if
was a disaster.
if we want to discuss this, and it's also regarding the last game on Laurie's list, and I find it very, very bad. It's that in Battlefield you have to grind the guns, and I hate that. I really, really hate
Yeah.
the grinding the guns in multiplayer. If you bought the game, please put it under money that you have to earn during the round or whatever you want, but don't make us spend, I'm not sure,
But
50 hours to get all the guns and get the best snipers or
no,
around that.
no,
And
but in Battlefield 4 at least, and even in 3, it wasn't like you had to have the best snipers that you can manage to play the game, because like from the start you had pretty good guns on Battlefield 3 and 4.
well,
Like
Maybe it was
I
just me sucking in the game. I was like
yeah,
thinking I was
me and
playing
Eric,
and
I bet we
everything
both
is
have a lack
bad,
of
and I
skill.
think, okay, I will have the better guns if I grind, and I will be much better. So probably it
I
was all
just
lies.
I just want the freaking bow that I cannot have because I don't buy DLC. I don't play all the missions. No, but
yeah,
Okay,
it's
anyway,
like,
don't.
oh, you've unlocked a muzzle, you've unlocked the weapon grip, and I'm like, what?
Okay,
Just want
Togo,
guns.
let's let Lowry present his games. So what's the next one on your list?
yeah. The next one is, even though it's the mod, it's a Daisy mod, and of course that's the and that why that game is there is because of the first month when the game was the mod was able to be downloaded, and I remember the feeling when you were on like how do you say, on prone, like on your stomach, crawling
Yeah,
through electro on at night, hearing like shots firing in the distance and zombies around you, and just was like no game that I could remember that had that heart pounding feeling that Daisy had when I first started to play the game.
yeah.
That was the like there is no other game to me that makes me feel that way. It doesn't anymore, but back then it really really did.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. The DayZ mode, the early days was like the most intense gameplay ever in any game.
Yeah.
And I
But
wonder
are we
if
talking that the early games are before the Overwatch mod? That I
I
didn't say
yeah,
that.
I think early games meaning that we played that like it was our early days in the game because like I think if someone now joins DayZ standalone and starts to play that, not knowing anything about Chernarush, about war, what to find and where, he will get that as well. Yeah, so
yeah,
so
definitely.
it's not like
Besides the
the
lack of
even on or even if he starts playing Overwatch, he will get that because maybe not that much because he will die so fast, but most probably he will get some of that even on Overwatch. So it's like that
Yeah.
after you, because I remember playing DayZ mode and the first part of magic disappeared when I found out DayZ.db.com website, and I found out that I can find loot in supermarkets. So I found supermarkets, and the game was like never felt the same again. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was able to survive easily when I was finding stuff in supermarket. So yeah, it's like the more you play, then the less magic there is, the survival magic and
Mhm.
the intensity.
Yeah. But to me, like Daisy died a little bit when the Overwatch and that kind of modes came out because there was like you could find every gun on the next barn you go.
Yeah,
I
it's yeah because
don't like that.
yeah, but I think it was like evolving, yeah, because like people knew how to survive and they did not get the thrill from fighting with other people with the simple guns, so they just wanted action, more and
Yeah,
more action.
yeah,
So that was just really the only thing that could be from the survival times are over long time ago.
But
hmm
I wonder if, and not the Daisy mod, my first experience with it was actually maybe November 2012. So it was already 8 months after it's the first launch. So I was completely out of the loop for the first month or so. But I still felt the fear when traveling north and trying to get gear. And I remember I was playing for like 2 hours. I reached a town that I don't know where it was located. I went into a house and I just heard a and I'm dead. So that's it. I was shot by another guy that I never saw. I
that's
didn't meet
Daisy.
anybody else. That was my first experience running from zombies, killing them with hatchet, and trying to stay alive and scavenging it.
Yeah.
But my question is, because we've all bought Daisy standalone that came out from that game, is are we still wanting for the grind? Are we still eager for that? If they give us a game that's not broken without glitches, and let's say that it's populated by zombies, and if they reduce the loot, will people still feel the fear of roaming Cherno or Electro? And with the zombies. You know what I mean? Do people
Yeah,
still want
but
that
I
sort
think
of
that
experience?
the main factor here is the knowledge of the map. So, because our favorite streamer, which we mentioned a couple of times before in this podcast, he
Hmm.
gets like he's very nervous when he plays Breaking Point on new maps. So, I think that the lack of knowledge of the map is like the most important thing in the game. So if they gave us a working engine with for DayZ standalone, and they would introduce a new map, then for some time when the map is new and you will not know it good, then you would be able to feel the same thrill that you got like when you started playing the original mod.
Hmm.
Mm.
Without the new map, like on Chernarish Plus, the main focus for me would be to play as a group, some squad play. That would be the thing that I would be looking into, like play with friends or with TeamSpeak and try to be tactical, maybe a bit more, not so much like in Arma Free, like King of the Hill, but try to loot and fight with other groups or hunt for people, something like that.
Mm.
But I'm not sure if I would play that as a lone survivor.
Yeah.
Laurie
Like
is like our guy from
Daisy.
the standalone who plays still some standalone. So yeah,
Yeah.
tell us what are you still looking for in standalone?
Yeah. Well, right now when we sometime do play it with two of my friends, it's that what you said, squad action, and it's fun to play the like to have little PvP. And right now, because we know the places where you can almost definitely find a vehicle, so we will get to action pretty quickly. So it's a little bit more the Overwatch kind of thing right now. And the thing you said about the map knowledge is it's true. It's like even though they are adding new villages and new buildings, you still know the main places to go, and the game is losing the magic. But I still think if the modders will add some new maps or that kind of stuff to the standalone, then there's still maybe a little bit hope for the game. But for now, it's only fun PvP for a couple of hours, so from time to time. It's just that.
Well, the only thing that I think about the Daisy thing is that
Hmm.
I'm not sure how much hardcore most players are because I think, and you can tell me that better than Merrick Lowry, because I know that I have my Daisy standalone installed on the PC, but doesn't run since January 2014, something
Hmm.
like that. So, but you can tell me, do you play on day and night servers? Because I think most people just choose like just day servers. And one thing that there was about the DayZ mod precisely that scared people was like, oh my god, the town's at night. It's the
Hmm.
perfect time to go in and try to not be detected, but the zombies, it's scary.
Hmm.
And I'm not sure because I see most servers don't even have nighttime on. And that's a bit sad because that's part of the experience.
Yeah, I'm not sure like how many servers right now do actually even have the nighttime because there was some kind of problem I think with the nighttime or something I heard, but I haven't been playing the game for maybe in a week. I haven't played the game, but it's if we play, I definitely want to play day and night servers, whereas both because the night is fun to play and it will boost your FPS too. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I also think that. But I think we can save the survival chat for another stream
Yeah,
because
yeah,
there's a bunch of survival games that we can just be
Yeah.
ranting about
So
and
that's
what do people want out of it and the perfect idea for the perfect survival game. So, Laurie, tell us about rock and roll racing because I never heard about that one.
it's an old super like Super Nintendo game, a racing game that has tracks from known metal bands like there's Paranoid and Highway Star and many good old tracks, and it's a game that I used to play as a kid, and I still even sometimes do play it with my friend. It's like this looks a little bit like Micro Machines if you know the game. A little bit like that, and you can
Mm.
shoot the cars and you upgrade your cars, and it's a really fun game. But not like and also that the thing that there was the big thing for me. There was this commentator for the races. So
Mm-hmm.
on Super Nintendo, that was like super awesome that there was somebody talking and saying like you passed like you got the lead or something like that. That was a new thing for me back then.
So, do you play any of the new random casual racers? And I say
No,
casual between commas, so to
no,
speak. But
no.
you see like Mario Karts, and you don't. I'm not sure. You probably don't have a Wii U, but do you feel like this might
Uh,
be something that I would try on a party drunk with friends and like it, or?
like the last Mario Kart I used to play was the Double Dash on GameCube. I had a GameCube, and that was a really fun party game. But and this too, Rock and Roll Racing is a fun party game too, if that's what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's the game on the screen. Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good
What?
game.
Oh, the moment that the stream is buffering for me. Oh, okay.
Damn it, Togu. Where is your Portuguese
There it's
internet?
on. Now it's on. Oh, it's precisely like the old Micro Machines game.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you can.
Damn, do you guys remember? Did you play the Death Race game a long time ago on the on the PC? That was game so cool.
Death Race 2000?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't remember
Where
it.
you bought the guns. Such an amazing game.
Mhm.
So maybe passing on to the next game. No,
Yeah.
anything else? Eric? No.
Yep. No. NHL.
Yeah,
Yeah.
NHL.
I feel like
Tell
we've
us.
talked
We
about
talked
NHL a
a
bit
little bit
today.
about
we
it.
all yeah we already did, and I don't think we
So
really need
I'll
to.
ask,
Yeah.
do you just say NHL or did you play the face-off game?
Face Off was the best game ever.
hmm
Almost. Like
Actually,
top 6.
or
Because I did
you
not
mean
include it in my list.
was Face Off the one that was like had 3 players on field? I mean on the
Uh,
ring, and
Maybe it was the
it
one
was
where
like
you could go into the fight, where you could fight the
Yeah,
opponent,
yeah.
and the guy would
I
be out of
remember
the
I
game.
was playing it co-op locally with my friend, and he was
yeah.
scoring goals, and I was like hitting everyone else on the like fighting. My role was fighting with guys.
Okay, okay. I have to.
Because that was the only ice hockey game that I played, and it was amazing. Everybody talked about it because you could just fight off the best team, the best guy on the end, on the other team. You could just get him to fight and take him out of the match for a few minutes.
Yeah. I have to really have to Google this because I don't remember the games. Face Off. You mean the 19s
Yes.
19s games?
Yeah, yes, really, really old. I'm an
Not
old
not
man.
the movie, not the movie with Nicolas Cage. Not the
No,
movie.
That's
no.
that movie with John
Damn it.
Travolta and Nicolas Cage. Goddamn, John Woo directs such an amazing movies.
Ah, this one. I had it
Shit.
on I had it on PS1. Yeah. Now I remember from the title. I remember.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like crazy good. I loved that. Playing with that with a friend, and like he was, yeah, that was very nice. Yeah, that was
So
like 3 games
apparently,
in the team, 3 guys in the team, and a goalie, so 4 guys in the team.
NHL currently doesn't allow you to fight other players. Or is it locked under a pre-order bonus? If you pre-order, you can fight players.
I really don't know because in games I don't even I try to not to fight because I always lose them. I just try to make some goals and that's that.
Okay. Enough ice hockey, so
Yeah.
Counter Strike 1.6? Are you sure it's 1.6, not 1.5? I remember
Yeah.
the rage.
Yeah, I can remember the rage when Famas and Khalil came in, and it was a big thing. But yeah, it was the like first games that I really played on LAN. That and Quake.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
wasn't sure would I put Counter Strike or Quake there, but I think Counter Strike still because I sucked in Quake. So Counter Strike has a little bit better memories for me. But it was
uh,
a really fun LAN game. I had many weekends fun playing
I
with
have to
friends.
ask, Laurie, how
Yeah.
good were you at Counter Strike 1.6 on your kill to death ratio? Start off. When you were in your golden time,
That was okay.
okay. I
Okay.
remember in my golden time, if I was lucky at the end of one match, I was like it was one death for each kill, and that made me just so happy. And I saw people with 4-1, and I was like, damn it! But those were my golden days, so that's when I knew I sucked at video games, and I spent also lots of hours playing Counter Strike, too many hours. I think I
Yeah.
bought the game already 3 times. Not the game, the Half-Life game.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I lost my first Steam account. That's
Mhm.
lost somewhere. I don't even remember the sign-in number, and that was in 2000 something. Then I bought it again, and I think I bought it again. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I don't even have 1.6 on or Half-Life on these accounts. I think I almost also lost my account that I had it in.
So, Merrick, did you play any Counter Strike back in the day?
I played a bit of Condition Zero one. Yeah, we had like in 2000. My first my first contact with Counter Strike was like in 2005 when I played Condition Zero, or 2006 even, and in the office where I worked at, we had like after hours we did one guy did a map of our office, and we played on that map. That was nice. So,
Oh, that's
but
nice.
it was just very very casual. I've never played it like for real. So I am a real noob
Eric,
in
I
Counter
have
Strike.
to ask, weren't you concerned when a colleague of work built the office in the map and then simulated killing people in the game?
Yeah,
Weren't you like
I don't
giving
think
him
that this could be done now, but
Yeah,
back in 2005 it was like a bit different, a bit different um,
well,
environment, and
if
it
that
was
happened to me, I would do the Dane Cook trade show. That's I would give him chocolates every day and ask him about his family, so that when he goes on a rampage and gets a 12 god shotgun and goes killing people from cubicle to cubicle, he'll just go into my cubicle and say thanks for the candy, Toad, and goes away.
yes, and shoots you in the face probably.
No, no, no. I gave him candy. I was the only one that respected him and played his levels.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's my alternative. Okay, so we're done about Counter Strike 1.6. Oh, I still
Yeah.
remember Counter Strike when you only had a few viable guns, and if you played with anything else besides that, it was the MP5, the AK,
Scout,
the M4, the and the WAP, and that's
scout,
it. If you used
scout.
any other gun, you were a noob.
No, no. There was scout still, the sniper, the cheapest sniper.
Oh, the Scout. Yeah.
Yeah, that was also a really good gun. I had a friend that was a scout expert, and he always tried to teach me, but I couldn't learn. I couldn't learn. It was too hard.
So, Merrick, who's next? Who do you have ready?
I have you next because you are in the middle.
Oh, me next. Okay.
Yeah, but if you
So
want,
you
I
have
can
to.
I can talk about
No,
my
no, no.
games.
I can be. Let me see. Let me go. Okay. My first game. Is it up on
Yes, it is up.
on the screen? Tell me. It's up. So,
Yes, it
Final
is.
Fantasy X. What can I say about? What a surprise! The first game it's a JRPG. What a surprise! Nobody expected that. So this one, it was, I think, my first game that I bought at full retail price, and maybe one of the last games that I
Okay,
bought at
but
full
okay. First
retail
question,
price.
just quick one. How many Final Fantasy games did you play?
I've played so far no, four Final Fantasies, including the 10 one. And at the time of the 10, of the X one, I've only played the 6. I hadn't played the 7, 8, and 9. I have them now, but still haven't played them, so future maybe podcast review. So I had played the 6, emulating, doing illegal stuff. Please, cops, don't arrest Togu. I've had played a bit of the 6, and currently I've also played a bit of the 1 that I still need to finish, and also a bit of the 13. But the Final Fantasy X, I basically fall in love with the trailer, bought the game, played it all, and grinded it all, and found it great. It's a Japanese role-playing game at its best. With the story, I know that a lot of people hate it compared with the other Final Fantasies, and now that apparently Square Enix is remaking Final Fantasy VII, I'll probably replay first the original and then the remake.
So
Uh,
do you think you like it the most because that was the first one you played?
I think I liked it the most because it was the first Japanese role-playing game that I've played fully committed and with great graphics. For the time, the graphics that it had on the PlayStation 2 were simply amazing. They're still very, very good graphics in terms of what you can draw from a machine. It was at the last few years of the PlayStation 2, and as you know, each time a console is reaching its end, it's when people start finally to make games that get all the potential out of the machines. So it had a cool story, of the Tidus facing off against the Sin, so to speak, that's destroying the world. And I think yes, I think the I like it so much because it was my first grind of Japanese role playing games. My first console was the PlayStation 2, so Japanese role playing games were previously to that was on the SNES, and I didn't play anything on the Super Nintendo. So I emulated a bit on the PC of the Final Fantasy VI, but I've grinded so many hours into that game on the PC, and then I never finished it because I got stuck on some god forbidden dungeon and never made it out of it, and eventually lost interest in it. And yeah, I think Final Fantasy X just appealed to everything I love about Japan and its culture, and so that's why I also have it in to good account because it was one of the few Japanese role-playing games that I finished. That one and Pokemon Yellow. What? What? What did Togu say? What? What game? Oh,
That's a
no.
good game. That's a good game.
I gotta catch them all. Pokemon is such an amazing game.
Yeah, but
I hate it that it's only. I also emulated that one. I didn't have the Game Boy.
uh, uh, I had the blue on the first Game Boy. It was, oh my god, it was a good game. It was a really good game. Marek,
Yeah.
did you Marek play Final Fantasies?
I played only Final Fantasy V because it was free on PS3. I have it still. I played it, but it's like a very very old one, RPG. I've never played any other JRPG games. No Final Fantasies, no any other. I've never had any interest in playing them. Maybe I should. Maybe I will play the Final Fantasy VII, which many say is the best one in the series, and it's going to be remaked soon, probably. But
Soonish. I would
soonish,
say.
yes.
I think we are going to see. I'm not sure how much they are going to change. It's just a bunch of rumors. The the best rumor I found about the Final Fantasy 7 was that the director of it didn't know he was a director until he saw the trailer. So it was like, what? It's me? I thought it was the other guy, the original director. So that when I found what? So I'm
Yeah.
pretty much sure they have it on concept. Of course, they have a base story, but not sure. But you do like role-playing games, right? You just haven't
Yeah,
played
but
them yet?
RPG,
Japanese.
JRPG games are like, it's like a chair and electrical chair. So there is a huge difference between them. I tried to place a demo for Final Fantasy 13, I think, on PS3, but it was a bit complicated, and so I gave up very quick. I don't know. I would like to test it now. Like, I was thinking about buying myself a Game Boy and playing Pokemon. Yeah, for real.
Oh,
After watching the Twitch plays Pokemon, I would like to check the Pokemon game. And
Did you guys, Togu, you played Pokemon,
I played
so
Pokemon.
yeah. So did you use the missing no glitch? You know it.
Uh, Not sure what you're talking about.
The one where you could, there was this one on Game, I think it was in red and blue, and you could if you talk to the guy on the second village where was actually the last gym,
Mm-hmm.
and you talk to a guy, and then you fly down to the fire island, and you scroll down the right side of the island, you will meet a Pokemon there that is an actual a bug. It's not a really a Pokemon. It's just a mist kind
No.
of thing, and it will, if you just run away, it will multiply your item. I think on the sixth place. If you had the item you had on the sixth place on your item
Mhm.
pack.
that's some Japanese magic here.
Yeah, and
Lorry with the bugs.
yeah, and if you try to catch the Pokemon, it could turn into a Kangaskhan, or it would like literally break your game. Like
Hmm.
it would break your game so bad it wouldn't even work. That was
But
really an interesting bug or
no,
glitch, or
no, I
you haven't tried.
I haven't found that. But Merrick, in terms of Japanese role-playing games, and I'm not sure Pokemon. No, Nintendo doesn't have that. The Final Fantasies ones, the I think until 6 are on Android, and I have the Final Fantasy one that I'm sort of playing, going really back into the classic.
Laurie, he ran away from us. Too
Laurie has
much
stuff to.
stuff to do.
Well,
He will start, like cleaning his room with, like in.
no,
I
it's the guy with
imagine
the
a
shotgun
scene
that's
from.
coming to kill you.
I,
Laurie,
I want to.
give him candy.
I want to break free from Queen, like the beat.
No, I think it was the guy with the shotgun. I bet. Everything okay? No problem, Laurie.
What? Yeah, I just got some water.
Oh, okay. So, second game. No, are we done talking about the Japanese
Yeah, we are
role-playing games
done
for
with
now?
JRPGs game. We can like. Okay, never mind. Please tell us about your second game, Togo, please.
Oh,
What is it?
you.
We are very.
My second game, Metal Gear Solid, and I would say it's not the first Metal Gear Solid. Not sure if the first one. I'm talking about the PlayStation one that I played on the PlayStation 2 because PlayStation 2 had backwards compatibility. That was the best thing ever. So, and the Metal Gear Solid game, I just found it amazing. The tactical espionage of the game, I just found it was really really cool. How you were Snake and you had to sneak around the enemies, and that was really different from what happened at that time. Nobody did that sort of games and with that
Togo,
sort of.
Togo, please, Togo. Tell me, are you waiting for the horse poop animations in new Metal Gear Solid? Because I think
Uh,
that you are. Something tells me that you are waiting for this poop animation.
you
And
know,
that's
I
the
love
reason why you included that game in that list. You wanted
you
us to
know I
mention
love
it.
animations, but I have to say I'm going out of sync with the Metal Gear Solid saga, so to speak. I loved the first one on the PlayStation when I thought it was a groundbreaking game in terms of that genre that brought tons of other games, Splinter Cell, Tom Clancy's, all that sort of stuff that came out afterwards. Even Hitman, a little bit based on that you have to
Yeah.
focus your attention on certain enemies at a time. And I didn't like Metal Gear Solid 4, Son, hmm? Sons of Patriot? Not sure what the subtitle. The one for PlayStation 3, I honestly found it was way too. The story, I felt it was too Japanese. It was too Japanese for me, and that's really bad. The enemies were out of proportion, not in terms of size. I mean, of personalities. It was just cheesy, cheesy at best, and
Yeah.
I didn't really enjoy it. I played it. It was more of an open world experience, and and they lost part of the tactical espionage on the place on that game on the Metal Gear Solid 4. That Snake, they almost went to the first-person shooter, and I'm not sure what's happening on the Phantom Pain. I'm really not sure because I'm not sure if you saw part or I saw at least at the last year and some convention where they have some boxes where if you have a drawing of a girl you'll distract the guards, and I'm like, that's the stupidest thing ever to put on game.
Yeah,
I
there's
know that
some.
the game has a lot of histories with the cardboard boxes, but please, I'm hoping that it's a good game,
Each
but
time,
I'm not sure.
each time I'm reading about Metal Gear Solid, I think that even the creators of this series don't really know what's happening in this universe and what.
I think they make each game like it was the final game. At least 4 was clearly a
Yeah,
end
probably.
story. It's done. And the fifth one, apparently Kojima is out of Konami, or they are with
Yeah,
broken ties,
yeah.
so 5 will come. Only knows how much with the support of Kojima, or if Konami will ever, what Konami will ever do to that games, because Konami is breaking apart apparently from video games. They don't care about it anymore. Not sure what's going on there, and that saddens me. But on the other hand, maybe Kojima will do something different than Metal Gear Solid and will come out with another type of groundbreaking game. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Who knows?
Did you play the little prequel, the Ground
Ground
Zero?
Zero.
Not yet. Not yet because I don't own a PlayStation 4 and haven't bought it for the PC. But I've heard that it's good and the Metal Gear Solid stands, but it's really short for
Yeah.
the price. It's like a overly priced demo. That's what people said.
It's free at
So
it's
have
free
you
at the
played it?
moment for PlayStation 4, yeah. Like
Yeah.
for the
It was.
PlayStation Plus.
It was. Oh, it still is. It
Yeah,
still is
yeah,
until
it's
the next Wednesday.
to the end. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay, so tell us about the next game on your list.
The next game on my list it's UFO Enemy Unknown. That's the first game of the UFO series that's currently been rebooted with the XCOM. So UFO Enemy Unknown was a really cool PC game. Really cool. So
Yes.
basically for those that play the XCOM it's the same thing but in the old times. And it had a bunch of features that are way better than the XCOM currently have. But I'm hoping the XCOM 2 they will fix that because basically you have to manage a international base against the invasion of aliens where you have your team of guys that you send to abduction sites or to crash sites or to landed UFOs. You in the first what I found from difference from this UFO to the XComs currently in terms of things that you could do is that in the first one you could have multiple teams with multiple ships leaving. So if you had one abduction site, one crash site, you could go to both of them. And on the current XCOM, you just have to pick one of the situations, and then the other country will hate you. So you're like, what? How come is that? Why can't I have lots of ships, lots of teams going? And you could also customize the size of the team. Besides having robots, it was an amazing game with amazing depth. The first one, the
And it
UFO
was,
Enemy
and
Unknown.
as I remember it, it was very scary. Like, for me,
It-
I was like, I don't remember exactly what year was it, like 1993, something like that, yeah. So I played that with my friend, and I remember at first, of course, we were really scared. Like, it was night missions and like aliens, like the gray ones in some houses, and it was really. I remember it as a
it's a
horror,
really,
as a
really
really
amazing game.
horror game.
And it was back then. It was like if you're like the agents or the soldiers died, they died. Like they are
Yeah,
gone.
they died.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's-
yeah.
They're
that's
of course
one
you
of
can
the
hire
biggest-
new guys and
Yeah. That's
I
one of
think
the
they
biggest
also had
games.
more
Yeah.
stats than the current game. So I'm hoping that XCOM 2 takes advantage of the success that XCOM 1 had and they make it go a bit deeper in terms of depth of what you can do and the best also thing eventually the aliens could attack your base and you were defending and destroying things in your base and that's just pure madness because you were like okay I'm controlling everything it's like your base is under attack and you're like what the but such an amazing moments that I spent on that game and of course I
Okay, a
played it.
quick question: Did you like Terror from the Deep?
Terror from the Deep that's the second one
Yeah,
right.
yeah, the second one.
It was completely out of balance that game. The
Yeah,
aliens
yeah.
were really overpowered compared with the
And the setting was much worse. Like the graphics.
going underwater.
Yeah, yeah. It was like I did not like this game for that sole reason that the colors were different and it didn't really look like serious. I didn't like the Terror from the
Yeah,
Deep.
no, the Terror from the Deep. I think I as soon as it came out, I was like, yes, I can get my hands on the second game of this awesome series that I like. But
Yeah.
honestly, you could take 16 guys to face off four aliens, and you would die. They would start killing you without you even leaving the spaceship. You would die. It was miserable. You had no chance. If they spawned in the wrong locations, your team was all dead.
So
No,
they
no.
were like random spawns always, or
Yeah, I think the missions were partially randomized with the movement of the AI also being. If you play the game multiple times, you won't get the same missions with the same things.
Did you play
yeah.
Lauri the enemy unknown, the UFO, or did you not?
I didn't. I
Okay.
saw my friends played, but I when I came to the uh, XCOM UFO games, it was the newest one.
Yeah,
The was it what is XCOM
XCOM.
Enemy
Yeah.
Unknown?
XCOM, Enemy Unknown.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's when I came in. But even though that was a little bit stripped version of the UFO, it was still really good. I like it still.
Okay, Togu. Next game.
So, next
The
game, Another
the
World. That
French Revolution.
that just made 20 years anniversary sort of, or at least that was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
version that I bought again on Steam. And by the way, when it came out, it was a broken piece of shit on on keys because you couldn't stop walking forward. But then they fixed it. They released a patch, and we're talking about a game that takes you. Well, it took me like 4 hours to finish because I'm noob. But it's a really, really cool game. I really like the setting. You're just a scientist that's experimenting with the particle beams. They are teletransported into an alien planet, and without any text, you have to figure out what's going on. And it's sort of platformer slash
Yeah,
puzzle
the
solving also
animations
game.
were amazing. I remember that game when it came out, and it was like mind blowing. And only one guy made this game, yeah, the
I
French.
have to Google this. I
Uh,
don't know the game.
You don't know the Another World? Damn it!
I don't think so.
Damn it!
uh, I'll have
That's it.
to
That's
give
the
it
end.
to you. That's the end. You're out